Where are ya? Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
Another random asshole, the Steele-Rhoads.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
So, I didn't take my notes, but I remember a little bit.
All right.
I want to start off by what we like to do, what we should just call the kissing Greg Berlanti's ass.
Oh, yeah.
So,
the Kiss Berlanti's Ass podcast, not the Random Ass podcast. It's the Kiss Berlanti's Ass podcast.
Well, I do have some Berlanti issues, but I'm going to kiss his ass first. I want to start by saying John Cryer. If people that don't know who that is Alan off of 2.5 Men.
Yes.
Excellent Lex Luthor.
In Titan?
No, Supergirl.
Really? See, I haven't watched any of the new. I haven't watched any of those shows since the Flash debuted, honestly.
So they finally introduced him a couple weeks ago, and Lex Luthor a couple weeks ago. He's been in prison. And he's got cancer at the beginning.
Ooh, that's why he's bald.
That's why he's free with security detail. Because he's gone to talk to his sister. I can't think of her name. It's another Al. Anyways.
Lana Luthor, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And they work on the cure. Jimmy got shot. Jimmy got shot in the back in his office at the previous episode. And he gets flown by Supergirl to the hospital. Like I said, he's excellent as Lex Luthor. I think he probably requested to be Lex Luthor.
Probably.
Because you think of John Cryer, you're not like a serious actor. You're thinking comedy.
No. He's always been comedy. I've never seen him in a serious role.
But Lex Luthor is more of a serious role.
That's gonna be good, man. I'm gonna have to check it. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Okay, so there's that. And one other thing. I said something earlier. I'm like, it's one of two things.
Right.
Either it's the one is going to either be Power Girl or Red Sun.
I'm guessing Red Sun.
It's Red Sun Supergirl.
Nice.
She just got her Red Sun outfit at the end of last episode.
Hell yeah.
Given to her by Lex Luthor.
Of course. Who else is going to give it to her?
He's manipulating her.
Of course. They're doing Red Sun, but they're not doing it Red Sun style.
Right.
It's a whole different arc, which I'm liking.
Right. I like
the land off the rails.
Well, I don't think they had did they have Red Sun Supergirl? I know Superman.
Yeah, that's all they had was Superman.
I thought they might have Batman.
No. It was an alternate world thing. The reason he's called Red Sun Superman is because he landed in Russia instead of America. Yeah.
So I like that. A couple weeks ago, they did the Arrow did that whole episode, flash forward episode, where it's all
Yeah, yeah.
it's all
Where
the
his daughter
future,
took the mantle.
where
The daughter.
Mia Smoke. I don't know why she's not queen.
Hmm.
It's Felicity and uh Oliver's daughter,
Oh, yeah. She
and
has the mantle, the lantern, the arrow. She's
not
got
real,
she. No.
no, not. I forget what she's called, but
Hmm.
they end up saving Felicity and the city because Renee, I forget what vigilante is in our time. He he's like the mayor of the Glades,
Okay.
and he ends up helping them because they were supposed to evacuate the city. That way, there would be no casualties and stuff.
Right.
But the person that had the bombs was gonna set it off early.
Okay. So put the clock forward a little bit. They had to execute a plan a little bit sooner than.
So he helped the vigilantes, but made them even bigger marks.
Hmm.
But that I like it. I just don't know what's gonna happen in the next year and a half.
How they're gonna wrap it up? Because all these shows are ending, all of them.
I
DC and
just hope.
Marvel are like drawing lines. They're pulling their shit from Netflix and Hulu, and they're gonna be starting their own. The comic book wars are now going to the streaming wars.
I I don't see Flash ending yet. I
Oh
really
yeah,
don't.
Flash is all of them are catching the cancel. Even Black Lightning.
Black Lightning, I can understand.
I can't.
Arrow,
It's not related to the fucking Berlanti verse. Why are they? Why are all the shows getting the axe from CW?
I can't see the Flash because that is their highest rated show.
Yeah, but they're getting rid of Cisco. They're going to be doing a flash forward and getting rid of Barry. It's not going to last much longer on the route that they're taking. So they're going to have to end it either now or
They changed it.
let it jump the shark. And
They're used to changing the future though. From the Flash.
true. That is like of all of them, the Flash is the one that could stay on there the longest. But Legends of Tomorrow's catching the axe. Arrow, we know is going.
Arrow, Arrow is Arrow's going mostly because of
The showrunner,
he
Stephen
does
Amell wants to keep
more.
doing it. The showrunner's just like, we've done all we can with Arrow. Let's move on. Which makes sense. They have. They stole most of Batman's story to make Arrow as interesting as he was.
Yeah, I agree. And
hopefully they got the rights to get Batman with Gotham
somebody
leaving.
has to. Somebody has to because they use Batman on Titans. It was a stunt double as Batman.
Right. But the character exists. That's all we
But,
know.
yeah.
That's all we need to know.
You've seen him for 30 seconds, but that's all you need.
Right?
If you did that much of a song, sang that much of a song, you don't owe the owners copyrights.
Right, but with Titans being on the DC streaming service, there might not be a copyright to use. It's a streaming show, not on a network or in a movie. So it's probably a whole different bag of legalities.
Right. The only reason I can see a lot of these shows being canceled is to move them to the app.
Yeah. That's why all the Marvel shows are getting the axe, except for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That one needs to get the axe.
It's not related to the MCU, so why it doesn't matter.
It is.
You know,
They've claimed it's part of the MCU.
They've claimed it 3 times that it has been, but at no point has there been any crossover. And even the showrunners, like, yeah, we're not really related to the MCU. We refer to things in the MCU, but we have Coulson. Coulson has not made a return yet.
But all Netflix may have mentioned, there might have been like one mention in Jessica Jones of, and all those shows got the axe.
Yeah, all those shows got the axe, but those are definitely not related to the MCU. Kevin Feige's even said, no, totally different universe.
They mentioned MCU.
Yeah, they've mentioned characters in Marvel, yes, but
They mentioned what happened in the MCU.
Yes, but the show is unrelated.
It don't matter.
It really doesn't. I mean, but you can look at it and even tell it's unrelated. It's a New York show.
Right.
You even said it. It's about their neighborhood. They don't give a shit about anything happening on anything else. You know? Yeah.
If it's not our neighborhood, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, did you see that big worm destroyed Times Square? Yeah, is that our neighborhood though? No? Then I don't give a shit.
Right.
Because they said it's gonna take 5 years for the Netflix rights to those characters to go up, and then they can be brought into the MCU proper.
Can they use them on
their streaming service? I don't know. I know they can't create any new content with the characters, but I don't know if they can use the old content. I would assume that they can.
I'd rather see them make new content.
Right.
That way, those characters can continue on, though.
Yeah, they should just cut a deal with Netflix and be like, can we get all of our shit back right now? Here's like a couple $100,000 per character.
Right.
Look at how many Netflix subscriptions we bought, you know?
Yeah.
They could have... They're as close right now as they have been to having all of their characters under the umbrella at the same time. Literally the only ones they have no control over are the Spider-Man universe. Like, Sony can pump out as many Sony fucking Spider-Man movies as they want.
Right.
The Incredible Hulk, the Universal can do the same thing. They just don't want to because the last 2 times was a giant waste of fucking money.
Right.
And all the Netflix shows, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Punisher, all those are stuck in legal limbo because of Netflix.
I can see them working something out with Netflix, though. Netflix don't want them.
Right. No, Netflix is canceling them because they're underhanded. It's kind of an underhanded move, but Netflix would be advertising for the Disney app every time they would be putting those shows on.
So they really don't want it. So they might as well make a deal.
Right.
That way,
And like,
because I know they wrapped up. They had a nice wrap up with Daredevil,
yeah, they put the
but
nice little bow on it with a bookmark.
there's still more they could do with Daredevil.
Right. The way that they did it, though, I haven't watched any of Daredevil, but I watched the like synopsis of the seasons and shit. The way that they did it, they did a nice bow, so it tells the story. If they never go anywhere else with it again,
Right.
Nice end. But they also left a nice bookmark in there in case they do want to come back. They can just go, and here's where we left off.
Right. And it is one of the most popular shows.
Right.
It's actually the most popular Netflix Marvel.
And it's probably one of the most popular Netflix shows, period. Like Netflix original shows.
So they could definitely go and do more shit with Daredevil.
Oh, certainly. Most certainly. No doubt in my mind.
I didn't think Punisher was that good.
Punisher is best told in movie form.
Yes.
Daredevil is best told in serial form. I could see Luke Cage also being better told in a movie than a series.
I don't know. I didn't watch that one.
I did, and I that's the only one I actually watched multiple episodes of, and it seems more like his would be best suited for a movie story than a serial.
I think
unless they were going to specifically do Heroes for Hire.
I would think with that, if they keep the same actor and did it from now on, did it as movies.
It'd be perfect. He's a perfect Luke Cage. There's no way around it. He's an excellent Power Man.
It'd be perfect because you already got the backstory with the Netflix show. You don't need more. I think
you could tell his story in an hour and a half, and it would last you a year because you can only do so much with him. He's like an Incredible Hulk character. You only need to really pull him out when necessary.
Right.
He's such a super tank.
Iron Fist definitely needs at least some kind of wrap up.
Yeah.
They ended. They didn't even end that. They ended like in the middle of a story.
Right. That was on Netflix entirely. They were just like, nope, we're done. When what it should have been is the Defenders shouldn't have been the Defenders. They should have been called the Heroes for Hire. And then that's what the series should have picked up as. Where you could have done an anthology style for Punisher and Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones, and leave Daredevil alone. They could have brought it down to 2 series, one Heroes for Hire where they're all working as a unit, and then Daredevil where he's their lawyer trying to keep them out of shit on the side.
Right.
It would have been perfect.
So next weekend.
Yes.
Besides it being WrestleMania weekend.
Yes.
I'm gonna have a busy weekend because there's a couple series that are coming back that air on the 5th.
5th is Friday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't be here.
The whole thing airs on Friday though, because they're streaming.
Okay, what is it? What's going on?
Sabrina season 1 part 2 is coming.
Nice.
And that was a great show. I can't wait for that to return. And the other great show that's returning, The Tick.
Yes.
As soon as I said The Tick,
that first season was fucking good, dude. I need to watch it again now that I think about it. I binged it all on the weekend. It was like, I have to watch this all now because it might not be here when I get back. You know,
Oh,
that's how the
shit.
tick is.
Like, oh shit! I got the second season's coming out. I gotta watch the first one again this week, and then watch the second one next weekend.
Dude, April is going to be fucking amazing because we're going to get Cobra Kai back.
Right.
We're getting another season of Cobra Kai, so I'm happy about that. We're getting another season of The Tick. We're getting another season of Sabrina. The hell was the other one?
Other half. They said
other half. Yeah. That's right. They split them in half. What the hell was the other one that I was just like, oh fuck yeah, and I can't remember it now.
Then Endgame comes out in April.
Freaking Endgame, duh.
Hellboy comes out.
Yeah, it's Hellboy.
Hellboy's one that I'm gonna watch it when it comes to a video. I had a hard enough time watching Hellboy 2 with Ron Perlman. I actually never made it through that one. I fell asleep same place every time. I even started it where I last and only made like 5 minutes.
Oh, yep. Damn.
I'm like 5 minutes out. That's
where
right. The one city. You watched part 2?
I didn't particularly like the first Hellboy series of movies. They were okay, but they weren't Hellboy.
And
like in looks alone, he was Hellboy, but in personality, he was not Hellboy.
The guy that's playing Hellboy plays Hopper on Stranger Things.
I know. That's why I'm not really enthused to see how he does Hellboy. Like, he looks like him, yes, but so did frickin' Ron Perlman. But can he act? Can he be that character? I doubt it.
I know somebody wants to see it. Just a couple of people that want to see it because he's playing Hellboy. I'm like, why?
Arg.
Hopper's alright. I mean, he's a good character, but I'm not really. It's fucking Hellboy. You're not.
Anybody can be Hellboy.
Yeah, the costume can make anybody look like Hellboy. It's a matter of getting the personality right. And Ron Perlman didn't have the personality, and I don't see this Hopper dude doing it right either. Neither of them have the Ryan Reynolds level of love for the character to do it right.
Right. Oh,
like now when people playing characters on, like, especially superhero characters, like Ryan Reynolds is like the pinnacle of how I want a person to act towards the character they're playing.
Right. There's been a lot of Marvel characters that have gotten character right. Actually, not just Marvel. A lot of the DC TV.
Oh yeah. Hell, even the DC movies with the characters, right? It's just the stories are trash.
Yeah, DC TV, they love the characters enough that they're like, no, I'm not doing this because this character wouldn't do this.
He wouldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, too often in like nobody has gotten Batman and Superman right since the first theatrical movies of them.
Right.
Like, there will never be another Christopher Reeves type Superman that just hits the character right on the head perfectly that well, or Michael Keaton of Batman.
Right. And Christopher
Not
Reeves.
Gonna happen.
Christopher Reeves, whatever people want to say about him, he embodied Superman.
Yeah.
He looked like Superman.
He did.
I think they even changed some of Superman's looks to match Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, up until he got paralyzed, and then they just like boom. That's when they introduced the long-haired Superman with the black costume, and tried to make him take it as far away from that as possible. Until people were like, you know what? We like that original Superman better. Can we get that back? I'm like, fuck, fine.
Right. Who cares that he's paralyzed? Play,
You did it
pay
right.
homage to
Fucking
the
let's run
guy.
in that light.
Pay
Right.
homage to the guy. He fucking is Superman.
Yeah.
Well, him and
George Reeves.
George Reeves. George Reeves might not have looked like the typical Superman.
No, he fit the comic book at the time. Big chin, big chest.
But I when he went and did public appearances and stuff, he was Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Like when that kid pulled the gun on him.
Right. That is a brilliant story. Because he wants to watch the bullet bounce off Superman's chest. And he's like, no, but it could bounce off and hurt someone else. We don't want that.
Right.
This is a brilliant talk down tactic. It just goes to show that you don't have to be a genius to talk someone out of shooting you.
So
you could be part-time drunk.
I noticed with Berlanti.
Yeah.
You know the annual Berlanti show tag?
Yeah. The Berlanti Productions tag, yeah.
The family watching TV. You ever notice that he says, Greg, move your head?
Yeah, it's his family.
It's him and his family. He's sitting up in front of the TV. Greg, move your head.
And it makes sense as to why he's such a good television producer, because he fucking watched TV religiously.
I'm sure you watched the old Superman and Batman.
Probably watching it going, they got this wrong, they got this wrong, they got this wrong. It should have been done like this, this, and this.
He's probably like the old Superman.
Yeah.
George Reeves is like, he's got that right.
Right. Nailed that perfectly. Batman, on the other hand, needs some work.
Every episode is the same, though. Lois and Jimmy are tied up in a corner and working their way to the phone to call Superman.
Right.
About halfway in. Help, Superman!
Right. Oh, dude. Yeah.
I know it's an old joke, but
it's true. It's not just an old joke, it's a fucking fact. That's how those episodes, 80% of those episodes were. Every Superman episode from those original series, he never took on anything that ever posed him any great threat whatsoever. He's either stopping a robbery or some kind of kidnapping or a fucking train or some shit. Like anything earthly. And it's just like, I got this. We're never going to see Doomsday or any like supervillain of any type. No Brainiac, no freaking Metallo.
Yeah, but
they could have been done. And it'd been shitty green screen.
I don't think some of those were created yet.
Oh, none of them were. Like, they didn't even have Lex Luthor, though.
Right.
It's just like, Superman stops petty crime.
and saves Lois and Jimmy
one more time
from being tied up.
Yeah, pretty much. And Perry White yells at Clark Kent one more time.
And I don't care what anybody says, 66 Batman is the best.
Oh, yeah. If it wasn't so, like, goofy, it would probably be the best representation of Batman ever.
Right.
Actually, at the time, it was. Because Batman was a goofy-ass comic book at the time.
It's campy.
It is very campy. It's goofy as shit.
But I like what Adam West had said about being Batman. I don't have to say I'm Batman. Everybody knows I'm Batman.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, it's Batman. Oh,
But
Adam
that's mainly
West.
because he has a fucking bat everything. Batmobile. Bat shark repellent.
So, do you know,
Bat
speaking
boat.
of
Bat
Batman,
plane. Huh? What?
speaking of
What about Batman?
Batman, do you know the giant penny in the Batcave?
Yeah. Yeah.
Originally, it was from a character nobody knows. I can't even think of the guy's name. But
Okay.
he got crushed to death by that giant penny.
Nice.
You're on your side.
What? My side disappear?
You you're on your side now. There you go.
Weird. That's weird.
What'd you do?
I hit the home button to see if I could multitask, and it said no.
All right, so kiss Berlanti's ass. Mention
Um.
mention Tick and Sabrina. Endgame.
Yup. Yup. Got anything else?
Anything else we need?
Do some picks of some type?
Yes. What do you have anything in mind?
Not right offhand. I can think about it though. If you give me a minute.
I'll try to think as well.
Okay. Let's see what we can get here.
Um, how about something different?
Okay.
Let's do something like who top 3 songs that you would like covered and by who?
Okay. Okay. I can do that. Top 3 songs we'd like to hear covered and by who?
Oh, you start.
Okay. I would like to hear. Oh man, but I don't know by who. I just want to hear a metal version of it. I don't really care who does it as long as it's done well. I would like to hear a metal version of. Oh crap! I just put my fucking brain what the title of the song is. It's an '80s pop bullshit song. It gets stuck in your head every time you fucking hear it. Well, maybe not you, but definitely me. Huh?
I said, believe it or not. No,
No,
it's not.
but no. Um, I just had Iran. Vice City, Iran. That's what it was. Flock of Seagulls, Iran. I would like to hear that in a metal version. I don't know who the hell I'd like to hear do it though.
All right. I'm gonna start on kind of a similar basis. I'd like to, like you said, metal, just a metal version. I'd probably go with uh, Slipknot for Aqualung.
Ooh, that would be good. Aqualung metal though would be good. Even though Jethro Tull won the medal, they were technically considered metal. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you,
Right.
Metallica.
There's a lot of bands that were considered metal that
That were not
would
metal.
consider metal now.
No,
For
it's
their
just rap
time, yeah.
stock.
For their time, yeah, it could be metal, but it is not metal now.
Definitely not metal now. This is a really rough one, dude. Let's see, I think I'm going to go with the opposite on this one. I think that, I don't know, I would like to hear a stripped down version of Randy Orton's theme song voices.
Okay.
And I don't even think you'd really need to change much because the lyrics are the vocals on the track are already good. I think like Rev Theory could do a really good stripped down version of it. It's actually one of the very few WWE songs that is a complete song where it's got verses, choruses, leads, the whole plethora of shit.
All right.
What's your last one or second one?
Second one. I don't know who to do this. While my guitar gently weeps. You know, I'll let Hailstorm cover it.
Ooh, that would be good. That would be good.
They do a lot of covers anyway, so I can see
they do
that off.
And they do good covers at that.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Hailstorm for this one too. And Crazy on You by Heart. By Hailstorm. Just whatever Hailstorm would do with it, I would love to hear that.
All right.
They could do an entire Heart cover album and I wouldn't be upset.
Right. I think they'd be best doing a whole Pat Benatar cover album.
Pat Benatar. Dude, Pat Benatar, Beatles, Heart, Led Zeppelin. I could see them doing full cover albums of a lot of really like different styles of bands.
They did Temple of the Dog. They did Soundgarden.
Right.
They even did Marilyn Manson.
What song did they do with his?
1996.
Oh, nice.
All right, so my final one. I'm gonna go with Disturbed doing a cover of Locomotive Breath.
Nice. That would be a good one too.
I could see probably Disturbed doing one of the best jobs.
Now, which way do you think they would take it? Because Disturbed is known for going multiple directions with their covers.
I don't care which way they take it.
Just whatever they would do with it?
Yeah.
I like it. Sounds like a good idea.
I just would like to hear a cover of Locomotive Breath. And probably Disturbed.
Yeah, I can see that being really good.
Well, that should be our show. We're
going
close to 40 minutes, so like, share, subscribe.
Comment.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Tell your enemies.
And
until
next time, keep it not so random, and peace.
Among worlds.